red hair, my life would have been ruined forever. Over a diorama. Shouldn't your life be ruined over running out of ice cream or a rip in your favorite jacket? Dioramas are important. She paused. And hard to spell. We're going to pick our tribe tomorrow, then research them and decide on the diorama. I want to do totem poles. The different animals tell a story, and I think that would be nice. Oliver wants a bear attacking a village, but Zoe is vegetarian and doesn't want to see any blood. Aubrey wrinkled her nose. I eat meat, and I wouldn't want to see blood either. Harry agrees with me on the totems, but Zoe isn't sure. So much going on, Finley said. Not sure she could keep up with the third-grade diorama drama. I know. Could we stop at the cake store on the way home? For Grandma? She's been sad. Aubrey leaned forward as far as her seatbelt would let her. I don't understand, though. I thought being on Broadway was a good thing. It is. So Grandma was a good teacher for her student. Why isn't she happy? Finley wondered how to distill the emotional complexity that was her mother in a few easy-to-understand concepts. No way she was getting into the fact that her mother had once wanted to be on Broadway herself, only to end up broke and the mother of 2 little girls. The best Molly had managed for her theater career was a few minor roles in traveling companies. Eventually, motherhood and the need to be practical had whittled away her dream, until it was only a distant memory. These days, she taught theater at the local community college and gave intensive acting classes in her basement. It was the latter that had been the cause of her current depression. Her student wasn't grateful for all Grandma did for her. When she got the big role, she didn't call or text, and she didn't say thank you for all of Grandma's hard work. Molly had not only found her student a place to stay, she'd worked her contacts to get the audition in the first place. Finley might not understand the drive to stand in front of an audience, pretending to be someone else, but if it was your thing, then at least act human when someone gave you a break. Finley glanced in the rearview mirror and saw Aubrey's eyes widen. You're always supposed to say thank you. I know. Poor Grandma. We have to buy her cake, the little one with the sprinkles she likes. Finley held in a grin. And maybe a chocolate one for you and me to share? Oh, that would be very nice. But we could just get one for Grandma if you think that's better. Finley was sure that Aubrey almost meant those last words, at least in the moment. Should she follow through and not buy a second small cake, her niece would be crushed. Brave, but crushed. Nothing Bundt Cakes wasn't on the way home, but it wasn't that far out of the way. Finley headed along Bothell Everett Highway until she reached Central Market, across from the library. She turned left and parked in front of the bakery. She and Aubrey walked inside. Her niece rushed to the display. Look, they have the confetti ones Grandma likes. They're so pretty. The clerk smiled. Can I help you? A couple of the little cakes, Finley told her. A confetti and a chocolate, please. Aubrey shot her a grateful look, then tapped on the case. Could we get a vanilla one? I see Mom on Saturday afternoon. I could take her a cake. The unpleasant reminder of Aubrey's upcoming visitation had Finley clenching her jaw. She consciously relaxed as she said, It's only Wednesday. I don't know if the cake will still be fresh. Just keep it in the refrigerator, the clerk told her. They're good for 5 days after purchase. Aubrey jumped in place, her enthusiasm making her clap loudly. That's enough time. She counted off the days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's only 3 days. Mom will love her little cake so much. She pressed her hands together. Vanilla is her favorite. Finley told herself that of course Aubrey cared about her mother. Most kids loved their parents, regardless of how irresponsible those parents might be. It was a biological thing. Sloane was doing better these days. Maybe this time she would stay sober and out of prison. Something Finley could wish for, but didn't actually believe. Finley nodded at the clerk. We'll take all 3, please. Aubrey rushed toward her and wrapped her arms around her waist. Thank you, Finley, for the cake and coming to my performance and helping me practice. I seem to be stuck loving you, kid. I try not to, but you're just so adorable. I can't help myself. Aubrey laughed, looking up at her.